For some reason, when I look at this guy, I want ice cream. Hey you guys, welcome to another Halo Reach action figure review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Series 1 Mark V in the Elite Ultra 2-pack from the Halo Reach action figure line. These figures are really cool. I really like these, and if you stop the review right now, just know I want you to go buy these. I want you to go buy them. Buy. Go buy them. These things are really awesome. They come with some really cool weapons. This is actually the first pack that comes with the plasma rifle, the Halo Reach plasma rifle, not the older plasma rifle like that you see right here. They are a little different. Pop this out real quick. And you see how easy it is to get the plasma rifle in and out of the Elite's hands? I really like that. The older plasma rifle was, I would say, slightly larger, but that could be because of the redesign of how they do the plasma rifles in Halo Reach. I really like that the weapon still looks like a plasma rifle. I mean, clearly they're of the same type of gun. It's a little different. I don't really know if I really like the shading of the gun. It's not really blue anymore. It's kind of like faded chrome blue. But that's not necessarily McFarlane's fault. That could be because of how they are in the game. And, Bungie's like, you have to make them like this. So that's not like I'm just bashing it. I just would like it a little bit of a darker blue. I'll do the Elite first. This Elite is the exact same as far as articulation goes of the Elite Minor. His helmet is removable, and that's really cool. And then you can see these very dark souls. Ours. Overall, I really do like this figure, and I really like that this 2-pack comes with an Elite and a human. And, just like, yeah, you guys, McFarlane did a good job on that. To do a comparison of the armor of the Elite Ultra and then a Elite Minor, you can see here that pretty much everything is a little different. The arm gauntlets are different. The shoulder pads are different, the chest, the helmet, and then even the, I guess this would be their thigh. Their thigh armor is different as well. So these things are a lot different than the Elite Minor. They're the same height, obviously. They're the same figure except for aesthetic things, like how they look. So that's really cool. And their helmets are, you could take the Elite Minor helmet and pop it on here, on Papa here. Now the difference is that the Elite Ultra, his mandibles are actually folded inwards. So you see how the Elite Minor's face is kind of open, and then the Elite Ultra's isn't. So that is one difference. Things that are really good about this figure, and as far as improvements from Elites from Halo 3, is that he does have peg holes on both legs and the back. And he also comes with his own set of butt pegs and a plasma grenade to go on those butt pegs. So that's awesome. Because that really is. As far as articulation goes, I really like the new Elites because they can clearly look up and down. There's no question about it. It's not just like, oh, look, I'm just, nodding. You can really see that they're really looking around. And that's great for stop motions and for dioramas. The arms, you can't get a ton of articulation as far as range of motion because of the shoulder pads. It's not actually the figure's fault, it's just the way the shoulder pads are. But there is, room here for you to be able to open the arm up. But that's about as far as the arm can extend. And then you get some articulation on the elbows. The upper arm can rotate, right under the bicep. The wrist is hinged, and it can go forward, backward. It can twist. The fingers are hinged. I really like that. You gotta love that. Very awesome with the hinged fingers. The waist is articulated. Not as much as with the Spartans, but you can see there is movement. The thigh up here, upper leg can move. The knee has articulation. Then you have the feet. Now the feet I don't really like a ton because they're rounded. They're not flat, and they're rounded. So when you had the Elites from Halo 3, which I don't seem to have one on hand, here we go. The Elites from Halo 3 had kind of like a tripod style of feet. Now you have the Elites from Halo Reach, and they're basically the same foot, just flattened. So, yeah. And the problem with that is that they're rounded, and it makes it a little difficult for you to be able to get them to stand at times because they're wanting to rotate and bounce back and forth kind of and roll. So that was something that I would have liked McFarlane to not make game accurate. I would have preferred the feet to be flat. Everything else on this guy is incredible. Is awesome. Except for the feet. And here we have the Mark V-B, which basically is Noble 6 repainted. I would have liked it, since he is a multiplayer Spartan, most people are going to play with shoulder pads. I would have liked him to at least have shoulder pads, if not a belt. That would have been something nice, but basically he is nothing more than Noble 6 repainted. I really like it because it's white and steel, so it's great colors. You know, I really like him, and he looks kind of like snowish, you know, and actually they are similar because they're white, you know, and stuff, but I really like this guy. And I would really recommend picking the pack up. It's awesome. And he also comes with the DMR, which is a fairly rare weapon in comparison to some of the other stuff that's out. And a lot of people like the DMR. The DMR can be held by the Spartan very well. I mean, it's not wiggling or anything. But the DMR does have a little bit of a problem here because of this loop right here. It doesn't exactly fit into the figure's hands. So that is a downside. Now, this figure, the helmet and the chest are removable armor. See, pop that off. And then if you had shoulder pads from a different figure, you could pop them onto him, the belt, everything. I mean, it's really cool. The articulation of these guys is incredible with the Spartans. The head and the neck, you can clearly see that they're looking around. The arms got a nice range of motion. Elbow, forearm, hand is hinged, go forward and backward. Here we go, forward and backward. The waist, I like the Spartan's waist now compared to the Halo 3 figures. You can get them to move a lot more easier, and they hold in place. The hips go up and go forward and backward, and I really like that they go much further back and forward than they used to, so you can pose them better. The knee has articulation, the ankle can rotate, go up and down, and then you also have the toe, the mighty toe articulation. And he also comes with a frag grenade to go on his butt peg. He has a left thigh hole and a right thigh peg hole, and then a back peg hole, so you can put his DMR back here and like, what's up, suckers? Okay, now to do a size comparison of these figures. Here we have the Halo 3 Elite, clearly dwarfed by the new Halo Reach Elite. Totally, completely, utterly dwarfed by it, and in fact, he feels so bad that he can't even stand here and wait for the rest of the review, because it's, I mean, the comparison is just so bad. We have a 4-inch Iron Man 2 from the Iron Man 2 movie, easily dwarfed by them. The Lego guy as a scale comparison for you guys. Here is a Halo 3 standard Spartan, and he is shorter than the new Halo Reach Spartans, which he is a standard size. Then Autobot Drift from the new Generations line from Hasbro is even shorter than the Elite Minor. Elite Ultra Minor. What was I thinking? Stupid. And then as a size comparison of something that everybody should have at least one of if you live in the US, and if you don't live in the US, I probably should find something better to measure with. We have the Lucky Reviewing Penny. Oh yes. Now Abe Lincoln, show them how large you are. You are tiny. You fail. But as a size comparison, here's the penny compared to the guys. Now the penny is kind of insignificant compared to the rest. Overall, I will give these guys 5 out of 5. Very cool figures. They come with very awesome and definitely different weapons compared to some of the other Halo Reach figures. Getting new plasma rifles is always a plus, and the DMR is an awesome weapon. Overall, yeah, these guys are awesome. I do recommend you go pick them up. I have a little bit of a problem with my Elite Ultra's joints in the left leg, hoping that that's not a problem indicator, and more if it's just I got one that it's good. Obviously he's standing and it works, it's just not as great as I would have liked. I like the joints being tighter so that they can last longer in my collection. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and subscribing, commenting, being awesome, because that's what you guys are. You guys are so awesome! And I say that in so many of my reviews, and it might seem like I don't mean it, but I do mean it. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching again, and if you have any comments, you know where to post them, and you can always email me and just say hey, or not, and stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, you're going to have to excuse me because I'm going to go and make these figures come to life. You know, I've got a special machine, and I want to see them fight to the death for my gladiatorial, you know, enjoyment. So, yeah. See you guys.